We're talking about, again, registered apprenticeship. So that is when you talk to Ann, or in some states you're talking to the federal government and you're getting your program approved. And all that really is saying, okay, here's the structure we're going to follow, and then occasionally somebody checks, are you actually doing what you said you were going to do? So there's nothing magical about this. What this is taking what you do today and putting that structure around it and making sure that people learn both the why and the how to do their job, okay? So I always say, most of us in manufacturing, how do we do training, right? I did this a lot in every manufacturing company I ran. Joe's my best guy. You're going to spend all your time with Joe. He'll teach you what you need to know. How many of you do that? How many of you learned that way, following Joe around, right? So inevitably what happens is that Joe doesn't have a list of what he's supposed to teach you. He's just going to try and remember it. He may not know all the theoretical background to it, but really what happens, and this is the thing that I found all the time, Joe's my best guy. So when I have an emergency, who am I going to? I'm going to Joe. Joe, can Martha work on her own for just a little bit? Well, sure, yeah, she'll be all right. Do you think that she'll ever see Joe again? The minute I figured out Martha could work 10 minutes on her own, she can work all the time on her own, right? And so that's what happens. With registered apprenticeship, though, you've got that structure that says, hey, Joe forgot to do D, E, and F. Let's go back and let's make sure that we get that. And the thing that's really valuable about registered apprenticeship is the apprentice knows what they're supposed to learn. I have the list too, so if you forget, and my pay somewhat depends upon that. If I don't learn the skill, I don't get paid more. Well, if I don't learn the skill and Martha took off and she went somewhere else, I'm going to Martha and I'm saying, hey, you forgot to teach me these skills, so I'm not getting paid as much. So I have agency in my own training, right?